Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. There is a lot to cover in the Low Country today. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and let's get started with our headlines. The latest sea turtle news is out, and we are now more in the hatching phase than the egg-laying phase of the season. Hilton Head Sea Turtle Patrol is reporting 343 nests on the island this year, about 50 more than a year ago. Now we'll see how many of the 40,000 eggs actually hatch. Usually it's about 75%, yet only about 1 out of 1,000 will make it to adulthood. This summer, sea turtle supporters have put a bin for beach toys at Islanders Beach Park to try to keep the sands clear for the hatchlings to crawl back to the ocean. Beachgoers are still reminded to flatten their sandcastles at the end of the day, fill in any holes they may have dug, and leave their lights off at night through Halloween. The town of Hilton Head's land buying program is now picking up waterfront property, spending nearly $4 million for a 3-acre tract along Broad Creek where the old Cracker Barrel restaurant used to sit a couple of decades ago. The town now owns just about all the undeveloped space in the Shelter Cove area along the creek, looking to keep the space open to views for visitors and residents. The money comes from real estate transfer fees, money paid every time a home or villa is sold on the island. The new space will become part of the proposed Chaplin Linear Park, winding from Chaplin Park on the east side of 278 to Shelter Cove Park. Within the next month, all Beaufort County property owners are going to get new assessments on their property, something that's done every 5 years. We all know what the real estate market has been like the last 5 years, so we should expect those assessments to be up quite a bit. But the good news is that doesn't mean your taxes are going up. Hilton Head's Town Council has lowered its millage rate by about 8%, which should cover the higher assessments and not raise your taxes. Beaufort County and the other towns in it are expected to make similar reductions. Your actual property tax bill will come out in October to be paid by early January. Port Royal is bringing back its famous witch statue as part of the $16 million renewal of Paris Avenue. The new design will make the area in the Old Village more accessible for walking and biking, and even provide 50 more parking spaces specifically for golf carts and motorcycles. Medians in Paris Avenue will be removed, power lines buried, and traffic lanes narrowed to slow down traffic. The 12-foot-tall Nightmare Witch sculpture and other art will be integrated into the new look for Paris Avenue. A timeline for the project has not yet been set. The town is hoping to raise funding and do the construction in pieces. Something interesting and what many might think is a positive thing. As we begin the school year, South Carolina is ahead of most southeastern states by offering 6 weeks of parental leave for the school district employees. Fewer than 20% of the nation's largest school districts offer paid parental leave. Georgia offers 3 weeks of paid leave, and Alabama, Florida, and Mississippi all offer over 12 weeks of unpaid leave, the federal minimum. North Carolina offers 8 weeks of paid leave. And some more positive news, the minimum starting teacher's pay has also risen 41% in the last 5 years, keeping ahead of inflation. And Governor McMaster has the goal to raise those salaries to $50,000 by 2026. And students at Broad River Elementary and Hilton Head High School are walking into buildings led by the county's Principals of the Year. Constance Goodwine Lewis is the Elementary Principal of the Year, proud of the community she's building within Broad River Elementary, and Steve Shidrich is the Secondary Principal of the Year. He began his career here as a teacher at Hilton Head High, moving up to principal in the last couple of years. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's what happened last night in the Loco with Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. After enjoying some early success on the road, the John Paul II volleyball team finally got to play on the home hardwood last night, with St. Andrews coming over from Savannah for a non-conference clash, and JPII alum and former LowcoSports student intern Taylor Michael was on the scene as the Golden Warriors rallied after dropping the first set to claim a 3-1 win and remain undefeated this season. Lili Lutheran anchored a strong defensive effort, and JPII racked up 28 kills, with Lili Termini and Savannah Trott collecting 6 apiece, and Camryn Michael and Alainna Hill adding 4 each. The competition steps up a notch tonight when the Golden Warriors host SCISA 4A foe Northwood Academy. In other volleyball action this week, Hilton Head Prep dropped both ends of a tri-match in Savannah, falling to Habersham School and Frederica Academy, and Palmetto Christian swept Colleton Prep. But the Cross Stingrays followed up a runner-up finish to JPII at the IP Builders preseason tournament at Colleton Prep with a 3-0 sweep of Coastal Homeschool. Don't sleep on Cross this year, especially the girls' teams. The Friday Night Lights flip on tomorrow, and WHHI will be at the Loco on Loco showdown between Thomas Hayward and JPII, while Team Loco will round up all the scores, stats, and highlights we can muster and share them with you live at 11 p.m. Friday night on Loco Pigskin Live. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
And we'll be back after a quick break when I get to talk to the new athletic director of Hilton Head Prep. Stay with us.